Hello everyone, our team is going to talk about BAM replication, a few concepts and troubleshooting related to BAM replication. So we are going to cover what is BAM replication and why it is important, improved functions of replication in 9.x, and how to troubleshoot most common replication issues. So we will start with first, what is replication? So the purpose of database replication is to synchronize the data among the primary and standby server so that in case of database failure, normal operations can continue in your network. The primary and the standby servers will contain the same data. This means the changes that is done in primary will also shows up on secondary servers. And we can create replication with 2 servers or 3 based on customer's requirement. It's totally up to the customer to choose the number of servers they want to create in replication. In order to create replication, we need 2 BAMs. Here we are having 2 BAMs, .93 as a secondary BAM and .92 as a primary BAM. So before creating replication, make sure if there is any firewall in between. So make sure to open up the port 22, port 873, port 1099, and 54321 so that the machines can talk between different networks. And second thing is we need to create a API user on secondary BAM, which will be used to establish trust relationship between both the BAMs. Here we have test user created. Most common mistake people made, they create a user, but they don't create as an API user, they make it as a GUI user only. So that can create some issues while creating replication. So make sure to double check the user created is API user. Once we have our API user created on secondary BAM, next step is to create trust relationships. So we will go to admin tab. In here, there is under general tab, there is a trust relationship management, and we will click there, and we can create trust relationship by just clicking add trust relationship, and we'll give the IP address of our secondary BAM. And here we will add the name and password for our API user. So once we'll do that, it says host already trusted because I already created trust relationship between both the BAMs. So we can just go ahead and create the replication. Third step is just to create replication. So go under database management tab, click on database management, and in here there's database replication. So you see right now it says disabled. So click in here, configure. It listed our primary server .92, so I am going to add 93 as our secondary server. I'm going to leave all the threshold warnings as default values. If you want, you can change those values, make it lower or higher. It's totally up to the customer, and there is option to add another standby servers as well. Right now we are just creating with 2, so I have added 93. Click create replication, configuring the confirming the parameters, and just confirm. So you can see replication is started. It says it's initialized, and it's going to give us the time values, like how much time. Once we have replication created from BAM GUI, we can always confirm from command line if it has been created successfully or not. So we can go to var log and check the replication.log on both the servers to verify if it has been created successfully or not. And you will see all the replication related messages under var log replication.log. In the troubleshooting section, like if any customer is having any sort of problems with replication, the very first step is to confirm if both the BAM versions and patches are same or identical on both the BAMs. If both the BAMs are physical or virtual. And next step is to find out like when issue started, what was the changes made during that time when issue started. If there is any changes made it on the networking side, that is also important to find out. If anyone blocked or opened up any ports between both the bands. If the application was broken or being fixed shortly, that is another thing to check. If the application has been rebuilt recently, make sure there is no file under data PG data folder, because otherwise you will get error messages related to permission denied. So make sure if there is any file to move that to temp folder. In order to check what other issues, we can always go under var log and check the replication underscore monitor dot logs to find out if there was any issue or if anyone made any sort of changes related to replication. That's one thing. We can always run replication status.sh script. This will give us all the information if there is any latency issues or if there is replication is working or not. That's another way to confirm if replication is working or not. Few other things needs to consider while creating replication. Make sure there is enough space left on data partition. Make sure if you recently reconfigure the replication, there is no replication.conf left on standalone bands. Make sure there is no old wall files are there from previous replication, and there's always a red banner exist if you broke replication recently, and make sure to remove replication underscore break file. Make sure the SSH keys are matched if you re-imaged any of your BAM servers, and there could be notification delays when primary BAMs goes offline. So while creating the application, make sure your both BAMs are up and running. If you still have any issues related to the replication, please feel free to open up care case or contact BlueCat Care, and they will help you find out why it's not working or what are the other things that needs to be considered before creating the application. Thank you.